Alright guys, it's Mad and welcome back to another week on the channel. Right, so I've got some tier 5 premium tanks up on the screen. In the recent months I have done a few low tier premium tank videos, including a bit of T14, some Excelsior and some Panzer V4. And in a lot of these videos I've stated that tier 5 premium tanks are just for crew training. And the reason for that is, well, let's pick on the T14 first. Standard pen is 92. That is not going to be enough for a lot of the tanks this thing is going to meet, and especially if you actually want to damage them rather than just just throw sticks at them basically and watch them bounce off. So if you have to fire some premium rounds, a lot of the profit you make during this game, or most of the profit, or even all of the profit you make in this game, is going to get soaked up with paying for the premium ammunition, so you can actually do some damage and get some experience to train your crew, which is why I stated that tier 5 premium tanks are just crew trainers. Well, that's not always the case, but in most cases it is. Right, so T14 92 pen. Let's go look at the Excelsior. Let's pick on the Excelsior. This is the lowest pen one I have at 91. That's even worse. Does go up a little bit with the RAM. You go to 105. So you will be able to use that for equal tiers, but you're going to need premium for higher tiers. And a lot of the other tanks are similar. Panzer V4, 110, and I think the Churchill 3 is also 110, but with the 0.43 accuracy of the Churchill 3, even if you can penetrate a tank just about with 110, the chances of it hitting the part of the tank that you could pen are very slim. So you're still going to need to fire some premium rounds, which is going to eat into your profit, meaning you don't make any profit out of the game, but you train your crew with the experience you've earned. Again, meaning a low tier tank is just for crew training. Well, there is one tank in my garage, one tier 5 premium in my garage, which is most definitely the exception. The Cha-Ching. I bought this the day it came out and I despised the tank from the instant I bought it. But I've got a little older, I've got a little more mature, and I've learnt to accept tanks for what they are and use the good things about them, which in this tank's case is its standard penetration. 124 with its standard rounds. That is not bad at all, especially for a top tier game. In a top tier game, you should be able to get away with standard rounds in all cases, and you're only going to need some premium for higher tiered heavy tanks. So the Cha-Ching. What's different about this than the Cha-Ching? Well, basically the Cha-Ching is an up armoured version of the Cha-Ching. Has quite a strong turret compared to the Cha-Ching, but it's not strong enough to warrant losing all that mobility that the Cha-Ching had, in my opinion, and that's why I don't like the tank. But in terms of what we want to do in this video, it is by far the best premium tank in terms of making profit at tier 5 that I have found so far. If you have found any other one, guys, please let me know in the comment. And it was all down to that pen. 124 pen with standard rounds, decent accuracy and decent aim time means you can make shots and pen shots that you couldn't do with some of the other tanks. Right, so what's the best way of making money with this tank? Well, what you want to do is try and get in a top tier game, and also combine that with one of your silver operations like this one, times 1.25 silver. This is not the operation I'm using in the video I'm about to show you, because I filmed it a few weeks ago, but it is the same result, times 1.25 silver, and we're now going to go and see how much silver you can make with a tier 5 premium tank.
Alright, man, we've got enemies in the area. We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll!
So here we go, tankers. Cha-Ching on steps or steeps, however you pronounce it, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, it's what you do on the map that matters rather than the name in it, so who cares anyway. So Cha-Ching, top tier game. Best way to earn as much money as you can in these low tier games is to load up as much view range as you can get, i.e. binoculars, and outplay people using your immense view range compared to a lot of these guys that are going to be running like 75% cruise or cruise with about 6 cents and stuff like that. So best to have decent crew from one of your higher tier Japanese premiums like I've got. I think I've got my Type 61 crew in here, and some binos, a decent gun, and let's see what we can do. Bit of a mistake there, managed to get away with it though. I was using auto drive I think, and I went straight through the bush. So here we are, we're getting spots already, we're getting long range shots, good accuracy with this gun, good standard pen, we're making money already. Here we go, kill number 1, get spotted. Someone's gone on a suicide run and I get spotted for it I think. Right, so I lose my spot, back in the bush. Get me binos set up, and the good thing about binos as well, everything you spot, if your team hit it, especially on a map like this where everyone is a big camp off one side versus the other side, you can earn some silver without even doing anything, just with your view range. Yeah, this gun, it's fairly accurate, reloads fast, it's got good pen. It's just a money maker. I really didn't appreciate it for those reasons when I first bought the tank. I've had to learn to be a little bit more cautious in this tank. Its armour, although it's up armoured, it still doesn't really count for much unless you can get it hold down versus lower tiers, but then you still have a cupola which they can hit.
Ready to fire on target.
Right, so I'm just camping it up.
Target locked.
No need to push yet. You get a tracking shot in there, and the team take the guy down, and we get the assist points. Yeah, I could push, but the enemy's team have a lot of heavy tanks. This tank doesn't do well versus tier 5 heavies. You don't have the hit points to cover the damage you're going to take.
Enemy exposed.
So get another spot there.
We've got a lock.
Who is it? M7. There we go. Gonna lose the spot soon, I think. Are we? Or are we just gonna take them for all of his hit points? Oh, he's just managed to pull back in time before we get the kill shot. Right, so as normal, we're behind on tanks. Even though we've had a lot of tanks spotted, done a lot of damage ourselves, we're still losing.
Target locked. Been detected.
Far on the move there, I could have been better off aiming that one. I could have been better off aiming that one properly too. There we go, get one in, hopefully we can finish him. Ah, there we go, that miss aim, two miss aim shots there, can't let that tank get away.
Penetration. Target locked.
Right, a very important tank now, top tier heavy tank on the enemy's team, I need to kill him. He has the Conish gun, I can't bounce that gun.
We got a damaged track. We pierced the armor.
There we go, commander down. And I've exposed myself from the right as well, so I need to back off. Look at the amount of hit points I'm losing now. Big mistake sitting up there. Didn't get the kill on that guy either. That's going to be very important for later on.
Been destroyed one of our tanks.
Right, so I'm rushing the 1C. It's not going to happen that way, he's too fast for me. I'm going to have to cut him off here, I think. Shoot far on the move, take the kill. Happy days. Now it's just down to 3 greens versus quite a lot of reds. There we go again, auto aim that shot, find the wreck of a dead tank to hide behind. But I don't hide well enough and the M3 takes me down to a 1 shot, but we pick up the kill. I'm spotted, I'm detected, artillery is aiming at me. Right, I drive up the hill to give a smaller profile towards the artillery, but I make a big mistake in that BKH, what I didn't manage to kill just a minute ago, comes up behind me and takes the last little bit of my health. I don't think I was going to win this one though. I would have needed all of my health to have a chance of carrying this game. There we go, last green goes down. But let's have a look in the results. And we did a fair amount of damage there and quite a few kills. Let's see how much silver we managed to make. Right, there we go, 102,000 credits with a tier 5 premium tank. Got the high caliber, so I get my full experience and full silver for the game. Class 1 mastery, 2,091 damage, some assist points. Puts us top of the team by miles, and I actually think we got more experience than the top guy on the enemy team. And there we go, 100,000 credits with a tier 5 premium tank. So what I've stated in the past about all tier 5 premiums just being a crew trainer. Well, yes, this tank is a crew trainer, but with the operation we put on there times 1.25 silver, we managed 102,000 credits. So the Chinukai, good Japanese crew trainer, but also you can earn some money with it if you can't afford a higher tier premium tank. Well, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I will catch you tomorrow with some more. I'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah, right. See you later.